The Galactic Empire was a monument to technological dominance, spanning thousands of systems and subjugating countless species. Its soldiers wielded plasma rifles, its vehicles glided effortlessly on anti-gravity fields, and its fleets were powered by energy sources far beyond human comprehension. For centuries they had swept across the galaxy, encountering little resistance from civilizations still bound by what they deemed primitive technology. Humanity, new to interstellar relations, was no exception. In the Empire's Grand Council chamber, the latest intelligence on Earth was met with derision. Projected holograms displayed grainy footage of human military hardware, airplanes, firearms, and the centerpiece of the presentation, the M1 Abrams tank. A wave of laughter echoed through the chamber, alien voices mixing into a mocking cacophony. "Is this truly what they rely on for war?" scoffed Admiral Zytrel, his translucent crest glowing faintly. "Solid projectiles? Combustion engines? Armor that cannot withstand even our weakest plasma bursts?" A chorus of agreement followed, punctuated by comments laced with scorn. "They call this a weapon," sneered General Kor, whose multi-limbed form flexed as he gestured at the image of the Abrams. "A relic from a bygone age, barely fit for ceremonial use?" Their disdain was absolute, rooted in centuries of dominance where no foe had managed to challenge their technological superiority. The idea that an Earth-designed tank, reliant on outdated concepts like kinetic energy and steel plating, could pose any threat was laughable to them. Yet, amidst the ridicule, one figure remained silent. Captain Elena Carter, Earth's representative to the Council, stood at the far end of the room, her expression unreadable. She had been sent as an observer, a formality granted to every new species brought under the Empire's rule. For hours, she had endured the jibes and arrogance of these beings who saw humanity as nothing more than an insignificant footnote in their conquests. When the laughter subsided, she finally spoke, her voice calm but firm. "You underestimate humanity at your peril?" The room fell silent for a moment before erupting into renewed laughter. Admiral Zytrel leaned forward, his voice dripping with condescension. "And what, exactly, do you think your quaint little tanks and bullets can achieve against the might of the Empire? You are an ant threatening a starship." Elena's eyes narrowed, but she maintained her composure. "You see weakness where there is strength. You see simplicity where there is innovation. And you forget one crucial thing: arrogance has been the downfall of many who believe themselves invincible." The Council dismissed her words as bravado, their confidence unwavering. Plans for an invasion were quickly finalized. A demonstration of power was deemed necessary to bring humanity fully into compliance. The M1 Abrams, along with Earth's other outdated weapons, would serve as nothing more than an example of the Empire's overwhelming might. As the Council adjourned, Elena left the chamber, her mind racing. Humanity had faced impossible odds before. It would do so again. The Empire would soon learn a lesson they had long forgotten. Underestimate humans and you may not live to regret it. The invasion began with the precision and ruthlessness the Galactic Empire was known for. Their fleet emerged from hyperspace, a vast array of starships that blotted out the skies over Earth. Metallic hulls gleamed as countless dropships descended, carrying legions of robotic infantry and sleek hover tanks. Initial strikes targeted major cities and military bases, unleashing energy-based weaponry that reduced entire buildings to ash. Humanity's resistance seemed futile at first, a desperate scramble to survive against an overwhelmingly advanced foe. The alien commanders, observing from orbit, watched Earth's response with amusement. Human jets and helicopters were shot down with ease by the Empire's automated anti-air systems. Infantry lines disintegrated under the assault of plasma cannons. It was a show of power, meticulously designed to crush hope. Among the chaos, the M1 Abrams tanks rolled into the battlefield, dismissed by the aliens as little more than historical curiosities. The first engagement took place in the deserts of North Africa, where a column of Abrams tanks faced a detachment of hover tanks and robotic infantry. The aliens, confident in their technological edge, advanced without caution. As the two forces closed in, the Abrams opened fire with their main guns. The Empire's troops had assumed their energy shields would nullify any kinetic attack, as they always had against projectile-based weaponry in the past. They were wrong. The first shot slammed into a hover tank, piercing its shield and obliterating its propulsion system. The vehicle spun out of control before crashing into the sand. The Empire's forces hesitated, their commanders momentarily stunned by the failure of their supposedly invincible defenses. More shots followed, each one exploiting the same vulnerability. The shields were calibrated for energy-based attacks, not the raw kinetic force of a depleted uranium shell traveling at supersonic speeds. The Abrams tanks moved quickly, their low profiles and rugged designs allowing them to navigate the uneven terrain with ease. Alien plasma cannons fired back, but the Abrams' advanced composite armor absorbed glancing blows, and their crews adapted rapidly, using smoke screens and flanking maneuvers to confuse their enemies. Human soldiers worked in coordination with the tanks, taking out robotic infantry with shoulder-fired missiles and heavy machine guns. The Empire's forces were unprepared for this level of resistance. Their reliance on automated systems designed for efficiency over adaptability became a glaring weakness. The Abrams, driven by human crews who could think creatively and respond dynamically, exploited every opening. A hover tank attempted to retreat, only to be destroyed by a precisely aimed shot from over 2 kilometers away. Reports of the unexpected human success quickly reached the Empire's orbital command. Alien officers, previously indifferent, now scrambled to analyze the battlefield data. How could a weapon they had mocked as primitive achieve such devastating results? Their arrogance blinded them to a simple truth. The Abrams tank, while old by their standards, had been honed through decades of conflict on Earth, a planet where adaptability and practicality had always been the keys to survival. For the first time, the Galactic Empire realized they were not facing an easy conquest. Humanity was far from defeated. The Empire's initial failure to crush Earth's defenses was seen as a fluke, an anomaly to be corrected with overwhelming force. Within hours, reinforcements descended from orbit. More advanced hover tanks equipped with reinforced energy shields, squadrons of AI drones, and waves of robotic infantry. Their objective was clear: overwhelm humanity with sheer numbers and advanced firepower. Alien commanders were confident the additional forces would compensate for their earlier mistakes. They deployed these reinforcements across multiple fronts, using precise algorithms to predict human movements. Yet, they underestimated the speed at which humanity could adapt. What they viewed as disorganized and chaotic was, in truth, a rapid evolution of tactics born from centuries of hard-fought wars. On the ground, human commanders analyzed every skirmish, learning from their successes and failures. New strategies emerged, designed to counter the Empire's technological superiority. Guerrilla warfare became the cornerstone of resistance, with hit-and-run attacks targeting supply lines and shield generators. Human soldiers, guided by ingenuity rather than rigid programming, used the terrain to their advantage. Dense forests, urban environments, and even underground tunnels became traps for the Empire's forces. At the heart of these operations were the M1 Abrams tanks. Recognizing their effectiveness, engineers worked tirelessly to enhance their capabilities. Improvised modifications were made to counter the alien plasma weaponry, additional plating scavenged from downed enemy vehicles, reactive armor to absorb energy impacts, and enhanced targeting systems designed to exploit the gaps in the Empire's shields. In a critical engagement in Eastern Europe, a combined force of Abrams tanks and infantry ambushed an alien convoy moving through a dense cityscape. The Empire's hover tanks, designed for open battlefields, struggled to navigate narrow streets littered with debris. The Abrams, with their compact design and rugged tracks, moved effortlessly through the chaos. Using smoke screens and coordinated flanking maneuvers, the humans struck with precision. EMP devices, hastily constructed from salvaged alien tech, disabled drones and disrupted robotic infantry. With their automated support neutralized, the Empire's forces faltered. Abrams tanks, now modified to fire guided munitions, targeted command vehicles and shield generators. One by one, the Empire's defenses crumbled, their technological edge rendered useless by the relentless ingenuity of their opponents. For every advance the Empire made, humanity found a countermeasure. Plasma cannons were neutralized by carefully timed decoys and ambushes. Shielded hover tanks, once thought invincible, were destroyed by coordinated strikes that exploited their vulnerabilities. Alien commanders, accustomed to the predictability of automated warfare, were blindsided by the creativity and determination of their human adversaries. The turning point came when a team of Abrams tanks, supported by infantry, breached a key alien command center. This victory not only disrupted the Empire's operations but also sent a clear message: humanity was not only surviving but actively pushing back. As the dust settled, the Galactic Empire found itself grappling with an uncomfortable reality. Their belief in their invulnerability had been shattered. Humanity, underestimated and outnumbered, was proving to be a foe unlike any they had faced before. The Empire, desperate to reclaim its shattered dominance, launched its most aggressive offensive yet. Every remaining resource was funneled into a final assault, targeting a critical human stronghold in North America. Massive troop deployments, reinforced hover tanks with advanced plasma arrays, and fleets of AI-controlled drones descended en masse. It was an overwhelming show of force, meant to crush Earth's resistance once and for all. Humanity, however, was ready. By this stage of the war, every encounter had been a lesson, and every victory had reinforced their resolve. Soldiers prepared for the assault with grim determination, knowing that failure would mean extinction. Engineers worked around the clock, further modifying the M1 Abrams tanks and other weaponry to maximize their effectiveness. Battle strategies were refined to counter even the Empire's latest advancements. The final battle began with a relentless bombardment from the alien fleet. Orbital strikes rained down, leveling entire sections of the battlefield. The ground trembled as wave after wave of alien forces advanced, their hover tanks leading the charge. Yet humanity stood firm. The first line of defense, a network of hidden artillery and missile systems, opened fire, taking out key enemy units and forcing the Empire's forces to regroup. The M1 Abrams tanks, positioned strategically across the battlefield, waited for the right moment to strike. When the alien forces overextended, the tanks roared to life, emerging from concealed positions and firing with precision. Each shot was devastating, targeting hover tanks' propulsion systems, plasma turrets, and shield generators. The aliens, despite their numerical advantage, found themselves bogged down in a battle they had thought would be over in minutes. As the battle raged, human soldiers used a mix of traditional tactics and experimental technology to further tip the scales. EMP pulses disabled swarms of drones, while infantry teams worked in coordination with the Abrams to secure key positions. The tanks themselves proved nearly unstoppable. Designed to withstand the harshest conditions on Earth, they endured the alien onslaught with remarkable resilience. In one pivotal moment, a team of Abrams tanks spearheaded a charge against the Empire's command unit. The alien commanders, hidden within a heavily shielded mobile fortress, had been directing the assault with ruthless efficiency. Recognizing the fortress as the linchpin of the enemy's strategy, human forces focused their efforts on breaching its defenses. Using a combination of precision artillery strikes and close-quarters combat, they cleared a path for the Abrams tanks to deliver the final blow. When the alien command fortress exploded in a blinding flash, the Empire's forces faltered. Without centralized leadership, their troops became disorganized, and their once coordinated attacks devolved into chaos. Human forces pressed the advantage, driving the remaining alien troops into a full retreat. As the battle ended, humanity emerged victorious, battered but unbroken. The Galactic Empire, for all its technological superiority, had been defeated by a species it had dismissed as inferior. Earth's defenders had proven that adaptability, ingenuity, and sheer willpower could overcome even the most daunting odds. In the aftermath, Captain Elena Carter addressed the galaxy through a broadcast intercepted by the Empire. Her words were resolute: "Humanity will not bow. Let this stand as a warning to all who seek to underestimate us. We may not have your technology, but we have something far greater: the spirit to fight for our survival." The image of an M1 Abrams tank, scarred from battle but standing tall, became a symbol of humanity's triumph. The Galactic Empire, once invincible, now retreated to its borders, its arrogance shattered. The galaxy had learned a powerful lesson: humanity was a force to be reckoned with.